entertaining and enthralling medium, which demands a reciprocal creativity with the listener, cinema for the mind. And we are here to celebrate the pinnacle of excellence in every category. By the way, they're not paying me for this. Instead, I get to see the plot lines for the Archers for the next 2 years. I can tell you that David Archer sells his farm to some Jamaican brothers. Can't tell you what they'll be growing there. The theme tune is going to be re-recorded by Toots and the Maytals. Tonight we're delighted to be joining forces once again with the Society of Authors and the Writers Guild to present the Imeson and Tinniswood Awards. 11 other categories include awards for writers, actors, sound designers, producers, those making audio drama for online and non-broadcast formats, and that bloke whose job it is to make John Humphreys really pissed off before 6 o'clock in the morning. Their work, your art and creativity, has inspired and excited listeners across the country and indeed the world, from Nova Scotia to Tasmania, and when weather conditions are favourable, you can even pick it up in Dudley. There's at least 1 million of those listeners every day, not including the Archers, and that's just for the BBC. The explosion of so many online producers streaming and podcasting audio drama means we're living in a bit of a golden age for oral storytelling. So let's celebrate that with a massive round of applause, please. Yes. Loving this. Just a few small practical tips before we get underway. During the ceremony, I'll be joined on stage by a wonderful cast of distinguished guests who will help me present each award in turn. Don't worry, I'll say who they are in case you never heard of them. Winners of the Imeson and Tinniswood Awards for writing will receive a generous cheque. The Director General has requested that you don't cash it before the 1st of April. Or at least until he gets his refund from AXA PPP. For the other categories, winners will receive one of these beautiful trophies. See that one in the middle there, that big one there? If you look closely, you can just make out Josiah Woodrush, Crown Green Bowling Champion, Saffron Walden 2007. But we'll get that sanded off before you take it home. Once you're here on the stage, the award giver will probably say some lovely things about you, and then there's a time for you to make a short speech if you want to. Note the word short there. I'm talking 30 seconds, or the time it takes to read the complete wisdom of Danny Dyer. Then it's off backstage, where the winner will be photographed with a celebrity presenter. And remember, you'll need £3 coins for the kiosk, and there's a 4-minute wait for the prince. Gotta wait for the prince to come out. For the rest of you, feel free to tweet as we go along on hashtag ADA2015. Now, even if you're not a winner tonight, every finalist in this room will be sent a certificate, which will say you didn't win, but you were in the same room as the people who did. One more thing, there's going to be a lot of photographs taken tonight after the show. Mainly by that camera just as you turn onto the Westway, so please drink responsibly. That's just jokes, man. There is a dude taking photos. He's with us. Don't punch him. Okay, people, are you ready? Let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. Fellas in the band, are you ready? Say yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's begin where all drama begins, with the written word. Tonight, we're pleased to present 2 long-standing awards which recognise the highest standards in writing for radio. The Imeson Award, named after the distinguished radio drama producer and editor, Richard Imeson, is for the best original radio drama script by a writer new to radio, and is administered by the Society of Authors. And the Tinniswood Award, taking its name from the great radio playwright Peter Tinniswood, honours the best original radio drama script broadcast in this awards year, and it's also run by the Writers Guild of Great Britain. Each award brings with it a trophy, a pure digital radio, and a cheque for £1,500 donated by the Peggy Ramsey Foundation for the Imeson winner and by the Authors Licensing and Collecting Society for the Tinniswood winner. And to present both these awards, I'm joined by a highly regarded and incredibly prolific author who's written extensively for Radio 3, and with plays including Glass Eels, The Home Field and War Bride. Her stage play Bedlam was the first by a woman to be performed at Shakespeare's Globe in 2010. And she herself is a previous winner of the Imeson Award for her brilliant radio drama Milk in 2003. Please welcome Nell Leishman.
Thank you very much. I'd just just want to say a couple of things. I wanted to say radio drama for writers is a very, very beautiful thing. It's an exceptional medium. It lies somewhere between theatre and prose, and it has a life and a world of its own. And I think what I wanted to say, for writers, it has an exquisite intimacy. And it goes straight from a writer's voice, which is at the centre of everything a writer does, is about finding our voice. And it goes straight into the listener's head. And that beautiful, beautiful relationship is all down to radio drama. But without radio producers, radio writers wouldn't have a voice. And I just wanted to say that today because I know how hard they work, and I know how committed they are, and they really are extraordinary people. So I just want to say thank you very much tonight. Incredibly important awards for writers of all forms. They're incredibly important, and it gives me such delight to announce the nominees for the Emerson Award 2015 for Best Radio Drama Script by a New Writer. Goodbye by Morwenna Banks, How to Say Goodbye Properly by Evie Crowe, The Man in the Lift by Tom Connolly, Paris, Nana and Me by Caroline Horton. And the winner is Evie Crowe, How to Say Goodbye. The judges said this was a highly original take on army life, with wit, feeling and brilliantly economical dialogue. The play subverts cliches about bravery and about who does the fighting and why. I think it's mean to make the beginner go first.
That's how they do it.
I just want to say thank you very much to Abigail Fleming, who produced and directed it, and also Helen Perry, who encouraged me to come up with an idea in the first place. And thank you to Ellie Kendrick and Hermione Norris in particular for such great performances. And thank you so much. I'm really honoured, and I hope to keep writing for radio. Thank you.
The way to do it.
And now the nominees for the Tinniswood Radio Drama Award 2015 for Best Radio Drama Script. The nominees are Goodbye by Morwenna Banks, Men Who Sleep in Cars by Michael Simmons Roberts, and The Good Listener by Finn Kennedy. And the winner is Morwenna Banks. The judges said this was a skilled combination of funny, moving, achingly sad, and extraordinarily life-enhancing, despite the subject at its heart. Thank you.
Well, first, thank you so much. And I just want to say that when a loved one dies, you can't imagine a world without them in it. It just doesn't seem to make any sense. So this was my attempt to make some small sense of the deaths of three extraordinary women, my friends Bethany, Vicky and Deborah. And some of Deborah Keeley's words appear in this finished work that became Goodbye. So I share this with these three women and their gracious families who all read and gave their blessings to this script. And I also feel I want to share the accolade with the frankly breathtakingly brilliant cast, some of whom are here tonight: Olivia Colman, Natasha McAlone, Darren Boyd, John Sim, Alison Steadman amongst them, who helped make it so tender and funny. And it wouldn't have happened without the passion and tenacity of certain people, so I'd like to thank Katie Haynes, my agent, for not thinking it was rubbish when she read it, and for Jane Featherstone and Patrick Spence, who gave the script to Heather Larmore, the amazing, fearless, clever and collaborative producer-director.